Well, everyone, it is Sunday, February the 23rd, 2025. My name is Doug. It's time to play some connections. Let's see what we got today. All right, today we have the following. Pickle, great. Milk, tea, jam, scrape, can, butter, grind, beans, syrup, ferment, freeze, guts, hot sauce, and Nash. Okay. To ferment something, to pickle something, to can something, ways of, things you would do to, to pickle something. I don't think we'll take that ferment out. To pickle something, to can something. I feel like to something with jars. But I can't quite place it. Yeah, I can't quite place that. Things you do with coffee beans grind. See, these together, that's like, you can already tell there's kind of like they're trying to throw red herrings at you. So I have to be careful about that, right? Let's see. Guts maybe is referring to, no, I don't think they're referring to bravery with guts. Hot sauce being things you put on ice cream. No. Syrup. Things you put into milk. See, this is all these paired things, right? Oh boy. Very interesting. Yeah, to Nash something, to grind something, to jam something, to pickle, to jam, to grind, to Nash. I don't think those fit together. There's a lot of very interesting spots here. Butter and milk would be dairy. Things in can, like beans would go in a can. To grate something. To Nash, to grate, to grind. To scrape, to grate, to grind, to Nash. All right, to shave something. Rub together. Yeah, shave doesn't really fit there, does it? I don't even give myself the point for that. That's more kind of happenstance. It's yellow. Ooh, boy, if that's a yellow. All right. Yeah, I don't feel I get that. That's coincidence. I was going in a different direction. To scrape something, I was thinking like or to shave something rather. Like to shave down something, to grind down, to scrape down, but no, rub. Okay, yeah, I don't get that. To ferment, to freeze, any things you could do to milk, right? You can make butter. Tea? No, you don't make tea with milk, right? Oh my goodness gracious. Things used to make coffee? No, I don't think that's it. I kind of like to can something, to pickle something, like ways of storing things. To ferment, that's not a storage method. Freezing something, canning, pickling. To ways of making, to what's the word I'm looking for? Ways of extending the life of food. You can freeze it, pickle it, can it, maybe ferment. Are these ways to increase the lifespan of food, or the edible lifespan of food. Ways to preserve food. Well, preserve. I was looking for the word preserve, ladies and gentlemen. I think I get that one. And now I got blue and purple here. Okay. I feel like guts is going to be part of a phrase. I want to say that. I could be wrong. Jam, syrup, butter, things you put on pancakes. You don't put milk on pancakes, beans, guts, tea, hot sauce. Like, these are kind of toppings. Hot sauce, things you put on something. Things you put on, but I just, again, I can't think. I've never thought of like a breakfast food that you put hot sauce on. That's where I'm like puzzled. Jam, syrup, and butter fit great. So we got milk, tea. Again, I feel like there's a phrase in here. Guts is interesting. That's the one that makes me pause, right? Beans, guts. There's wordplay here. I do think syrup, jam, and butter go with something. I'll try hot sauce. Are these toppings? Breakfast condiments. Yes. And I was thinking, I kept saying pancakes, which is breakfast. So maybe at least a half point. Because I guess they are breakfast condiments. Yeah, obviously. I think I probably get a half point. I'm giving myself a 1.5 out of 3. Now, this gives us milk, guts, beans, and tea. And I feel like I want this to be a phrase. Right. What kind of beans? Magic beans, whole milk, skim milk. Beans. Magic beans. What goes with tea? I mean, milk and tea are beverages, but I don't think it's that. The purple is never that simple, like types of beverages. It's always more complex. Tea. Homophone for the letter T, a golf tee. None of that makes sense relative to the other things. Milkmaid, milk truck, milkman, Milky Way. Milk is not a name. I don't think we're dealing with titles of things, parts of titles of works of art, TV, movies, film. Nope. It's definitely a phrase. I'm going to put myself on the clock here. I'll give myself 30 seconds. No guts. Guts. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to raise the white flag on this one. I'll give myself 1.5 points. I'm pretty confident we're dealing with a phrase. What is it? What's the phrase here? Oh, it wasn't a phrase. Proverbial things that are spilled. Spill the beans. Spill your guts. Spilled milk. Spilled tea. Yep. I was so busy. I was so fixated that it had to be a phrase that, nope. I just wasn't open to other possibilities there. So, all right, interesting puzzle. 1.5 points for me. I think rubbed together. I don't really think that I can honestly say I accurately called that. It took me a long time to understand what preserve was. And the breakfast condiments, the hot sauce is what got me a little mixed up on that. So I had better days, had worse days, but still always a fun time. Hope you had fun too. Hey, you know what? Let's have some more chit chat in the comments on these connections. I know these can be interesting solves and perspectives. Feel free to jump in and let us know how you did. It's always a fun time. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching Connections. I will see you tomorrow for some more Connections.